Hey everyone, welcome to Finding Tickers, where we discuss stocks that our community is trading. This episode is brought to you by FREIBA Watchlist. This is our signature trading service that shares a daily list of handpicked stocks before the market opens, live trade alerts, trading strategies, portfolio reviews, market news, and much more, all to help you learn how to trade and become a better investor. So make sure you click the link below, subscribe today, and don't miss out on another opportunity. All right, let's get into some tickers. So here we have the SPY. SPY has actually had a down day today. So we were anticipating this potentially, and we were hoping that that the SPY would hit potentially new all-time highs, but we had a pretty major sell-off yesterday into the close, and today was just a down day overall. However, it's just kind of another day in the markets. I know that it ended on a red day. However, one thing to think about is that we're at all-time highs on the SPY overall. We just hit it yesterday, so there's a lot to be grateful for. So let's just jump into some of the price action today. So as you can see here, we kind of lost this upward channel, and we ended up closing down here at 474.96. And so the SPY was pretty much range bound between this 475 level and 477. So it was relatively, consolidated on the day. So, it doesn't look good, but at the same time, we didn't kind of fall off the cliff here. We're still in a nice position for a potential bounce into the new year. And so we'll see how that goes. But you had a couple strong pushes down in the SPY today, intraday, and that led to some volatility in some of the names that we traded and we're watching. So you had this first spike here, from about 475.50 out of the open and a high of 476.82. So a nice dollar push, but then a $2 drop, not before a nice little bounce, and it kind of failed VWAP after bouncing that second time, and had this low here under 475. And then we got back up above VWAP, but never made a new high. So overall, the trend was bearish. And then you did have this curl here midday right after lunch to a push back over 475, 476 level, and a nice squeeze higher to almost higher day. But then, a slight pullback. And then eventually we had a spike close to the close, and then a big dump into the close here, and we ended up again at 474.96, so just under 475. And so we'll continue to watch for some upside, but we'll play it as it goes. There's some concerns with travel being restricted, and the Omicron virus is still kind of a talk, the prevalent talk right now. And so we'll see kind of how it goes, how I move forward. But again, great year, great continuation in the SPY overall. Glad to see that we hit new all-time highs, and we look forward to seeing what the new year has. So that is the S&P 500. Now let's get into some of our watch lists as well as some of the trades from today, and then we have a bonus for you, something to think about at the end. So stick around for that. All right, first we have DKS. So this was the biggest winner of today. DKS came on the radar. We talked about it yesterday, and this thing really broke out today. So you had a nice push, DKS. This is Dick's Sporting Goods. They're a sporting goods store. They sell things like probably things that most people went there to get kids or athletes and stuff, gifts and presents for the holiday season. But they sell everything from golf materials, shoes, clothes, apparel, as well as sports equipment. So and there was a nice continuation out of it today. So we had it on watch before the market opened. It opened pretty nicely, right? Popped out of the gates here, breaking over the 111, 112 level, and then ended up pushing all the way to a high of 115.58. Now, DKS, this trade here today was a 210% winner on DKS. So congratulations to everyone that took this. This was a really awesome move. So great way to end off the new year on a trade like this on DKS. That is Dick's Sporting Goods. All right, next we have PFE Pfizer. So Pfizer was on the list this morning as well. So it's one that we had on the watch list before the market opened. There was some news in terms of they are receiving an emergency use authorization, and so we had it pegged for a nice push, and we got exactly that. So Pfizer ended up going from this $58 level and pushed to a high of 59.80, and it started out really nice. So we got in this trade right at the open. We saw the buyer step up, pushed it. We hopped in right at this break here, basically the break of the pre-market consolidation here, and we had this push here, and we held it, and you had this flag that ended up forming right here, and then a breakout and a real nice push and almost a parabolic move to that high of 59.80. So this actually was a 200% profit trade for us today, 200%. So really awesome move. We ended up getting out after it didn't continue. We were actually looking for a $60 level. We didn't have to get that, but we ended up exiting right at this false breakout here, when it again didn't continue over the 268, 59.66 level. Did not continue there, so we ended up cutting the trade and moved on. But awesome trade, 200%, not anything to frown at. We're super happy with that, and it's exactly what we were looking for out of PFE. And so we are looking for some more upside in this, as there is some good news, right? And it ended up having a decent pattern. So you can see that this falling wedge here, or bull flag, ended up popping right over. And so we're looking for that $60 test. So continuation on this to move to potentially new all-time highs is definitely on deck for Pfizer. So PFE, they're still going to be on watch, but an awesome move out of it today. Congratulations to everyone that took advantage. All right, next we have Tesla, TSLA. So Tesla was a down day for Tesla today. However, we did catch a nice bounce and scalped it a couple times for a couple trades where it got us about $4 a share out of it on the intraday basis with some options, and that ended up being around a 25% profit on Tesla. So we caught this rip here when it started to kind of go parabolic and bounce, break through VWAP to over the 1070 level, and that was one of the trades. And then we had another trade on this bounce here into the afternoon. So Tesla was really nice today. Overall, it was a short day for Tesla in terms of the way to kind of play overall. But with Tesla, we actually had a video. We talked about how aggressively Tesla bounce, and that's one of the things that we were looking for. So we like to play these bounces here, and so we did catch Tesla today, and that was pretty awesome. So congratulations to everyone that took this trade. Either way on Tesla, it was on the watch list. You could have played it either way. We trade a lot of names, so we're not looking at every single move, but this was a good trade either way, right? To the downside or to the upside on that bounce. And that is TSLA. All right, next we have RBLX. So this was on the watch list this morning as well, and we got a nice move out of it today. So it's been relatively bullish lately, and after that short that we actually had on it to below the $100 level, we had a nice bounce out of this today, and this was a continuation day for it, and it was pretty nice. So we ended up catching the spike here around noon, and we ended up pushing from this consolidation here and break out over VWAP at around 102 and squeezed all the way up to the 104 level. But we caught it. Let's take a closer look. We caught it right here as it pushed towards the 104 level, and we ended up taking a couple trades on it. So one was on this spike here, which was a pretty awesome move. That was about a 50% profit gain right there. And then there was another trade back here in the afternoon that where we took it, and that was let me see here. Yeah, so yeah, two trades. This was the one that was 50% here on the break and pushed to over to 104, and then another trade here, two other trades that one was about 10%, another one was about 15% on RVLX. So great trades on this. We saw the bullish activity coming in, and it worked out really well. That is RBLX. So congratulations to everyone that was in this as well. RBLX was a really nice move today. All right, next we have FATH. So Fathom Digital Manufacturing. And this was one that we talked about last night. It popped up on our radar, and so we were looking for some volatility out of it today, and we got about a quarter out of it today. So nice, small bounce, right, out of this consolidation, out of the open, and you had this nice pop here from 789 to a high of about 875, and we were able to extract and scalp about 25 cents out of this move here. So a pretty nice bounce. Break of VWAP, very technical, and we caught it. So congratulations to everyone that caught this bounce. At any point here, right, it opened at around 778 and then had this high at around $9. And so that was a phenomenal trade on that bounce here after this huge spike and after a huge drop in the name. So this was one that again was on our radar and ended up working out really well. So that is FATH, and we'll continue to watch out for some volatility in this as we move forward on this name, as it's a recent IPO, and so we'll see how that goes. That is FATH. All right, next we have NTRB. So Nutrabrand. This was something that came on the radar. This was a name that ended up halting today, and you had this nice breakout. You had a push here to the $9 level, nice tight consolidation, and another rip to a high of 12.18. And so we traded this, scalped it a few times today. It had some nice technical setups, and we ended up getting about $1.12 out of this today. So NCRP is a huge move, and it's actually holding up pretty well. So we're going to continue to watch this as we move forward. And looks like in the after hour session you had this bounce here, so kind of already continuing for a setup into next week. So again, we'll continue to watch this and keep you guys posted. But NTRB popped up on the radar and was a phenomenal trade. All right, so that is the tickers. Now let's get into the bonus here. We have a trade that is a name that's on our radar, and that is XPO Logistics. So something to think about here. You have the supply chain issues, right? Supply chain with the lack of ships and vessels and kind of the congestion in the global supply market. You have the potential here for prices to rise, and that actually benefits shippers even though they have these delays. So what happens is, because you have the limited supply of the delivery vehicles, whether it's drivers or whatnot, you have the increase of the cost of the labor due to overtime and things like that, and so that does lead for potential for there to be some increased profits in these names as they've been pretty beat up. And so we're going to look for some potential upside in this as it now has kind of closed this gap here just about. And so we'll look for XPO. It's now on the radar, and we'll watch for some more upside movement in this as we look for the $8 level to break pretty soon. So XPO is now on the radar. We're going to be watching this and keep you guys posted as we see some more action in XPO Logistics. and ticker is XPL. All right, so that is all the tickers for today. And do us a favor, we want to know what you guys are trading. And if you have any questions as well, leave a comment below, drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, click the link below, join the community. We're a fast growing community. We're looking for people, more financially curious people, investors, entrepreneurs to join and learn how to trade, as well as become a better investor. For all that is our goal, is to help our community. And we appreciate everyone that has joined so far. We're growing pretty quickly, so definitely stay tuned for more. We have a lot more coming. But again, thanks for all the support. Appreciate you tuning into Finding Tickers. And it is New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year. We hope you have a prosperous New Year and bring it in style. And definitely stay tuned for more from us here at Freebase. We greatly appreciate everyone. And again, Happy New Year. Take care, and we'll see you first thing Monday morning.